Hey, Review, this is Peter.
And Adam.
Joining you with our second podcast of this year. Today, we're going to be getting into a winter sports check-in. While some of the sports have already started, others are gearing up to play in the coming weeks. So we've got a few sports to cover, and we will get into that soon. But before we start with that main recap, I'm going to pass it off to Adam to talk a little bit about Lake Braddock football and their performance in the semifinals.
All right. Thank you, Peter. So, of course, Lake Braddock faced Highland Springs in the VA Class 6 state semifinals. And unfortunately for our Bruins, their season came to a close as they lost 35-10 to a very talented Highland Springs team. Just seemed like in that game there was a lot of opportunities where Lake Braddock could have capitalized and maybe made it more of a contest, but unfortunately in the end they were not able to score as many points as they could have. And really the only scoring was a field goal from Carson Gallant and then a receiving touchdown thrown from QB Ty Jackson, who's the backup behind Michael Cerise in the fourth quarter. And then Carson Gallant, I believe, had a PAT after that touchdown, which pretty much was their whole scoring that game of 10 points. And Highland Springs, of course, scored 35. They went on to win that. So Lake Braddock lost, of course, but still, congratulations to them on another great season, of course. Won the region for a fourth time, first time since 2010. And yeah, great season for Lake Braddock football, and we hope to see what they can bring us next year.
All right, now that we've covered boys and girls basketball, we've got 4 more sports to cover, so I will get into the swim and dive results on the season. So swim and dive had meets on the 1st and the 9th. They played Fairfax and Alexandria City, and they beat both of them. They are starting 2-0 on the season. I'm very impressed with their play. I expect they will send a lot of people to states and even more to regionals. They've got a meet on the 15th coming up next, so be sure to go to that if you want to support the swim and dive team, and I will pass it off to Adam next to cover the gymnastics team.
All right. Thank you, Peter. So gymnastics actually has their next meet on the 14th at South County. They previously had meets at West Springfield and Fairfax. So be sure to check that out. In my opinion, they are the number 1 team to watch at Lake Braddock right now. They've won back-to-back state titles. Definitely worth checking out. A lot of talent around that squad. You don't want to miss it.
I agree. It'll be interesting to see them this season, see if they can capture their 3rd state title in a row. But on to track for the season. So track, they had a meet at Battlefield on the 10th this past Saturday. The boys placed 3rd and the girls placed 6th. Now, they competed outside of their district, so they had a lot of competition, and they've got a lot of competition this next Saturday when they have a meet. They're actually going to go down to Liberty University this coming Saturday and compete against a lot of different schools, so I'm excited to see how they'll play. They had 2 people competing in field events who qualified for regionals. They had Kai Bolmy, who competed in shot put and got sent to regionals, and Anaya Aarons-Brown, who also qualified in triple jump. She is able to compete for regionals as well. So that'll be coming up soon, so I look forward to that. And I will pass it off to Adam for our last sport, which is wrestling.
All right. Thank you, Peter, once again. Wrestling, no events yet. They do have a meet on the 14th coming up against Fairfax. The top players to watch, in my opinion, there will probably be the Maffini brothers. Of course, they're a force to be reckoned with in football. Of course, being Ryan and Lucas. Of course, 2 big parts of the Lake Braddock's football run to the state semifinals this year. So again, be sure to check them out as well. Show them some of that Bruin love. And yeah, can't wait to see what they will accomplish coming up.
All right, thank you, Adam. Now we have just finished our recap for the winter podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed what we talked about today. If you want to see or hear more sports content from us, let us know. Let us know how we did, anything like that. And I'm happy to sign off today. We will check in back with you after the break, and I wish us all of our Bruin people, all of our Bruin athletes, a good luck competing over this winter break. Signing off, this is Peter.
Adam.
And thank you for listening to our podcast today. Have a good one.